Now, having finished second and coming into this meet now, what kind of, I don't know, mental advantage do you think you're going to have when you line up, at a national race, knowing you've been there before and you've crossed second?
I mean, I guess in a way it gives me an advantage over the competition that hasn't been there before. But usually when you get to the national meet, everyone there's pretty seasoned. And so at the end of the day, you just toe the line race.
And, as someone who's already graduated, and this is going to be your last time to compete, especially for Air Force, maybe in anything, what's that going to do for you? Is that going to, you have to control that emotion to keep yourself from going too fast too soon? Or
I don't think that's really a factor. I mean, running's a sport where regardless if I'm running for the Air Force Academy or the Air Force, I can still do it. I'll still be able to compete and everything like that. How we like to approach meets is that, we're just going to do the job that we've trained to do. Nothing special, no emotions, too high, too low, none of that involved. You don't want to come in with anything out of the ordinary.
Can you really do that?
Yeah.
Especially in that kind of atmosphere of that stadium?
I mean, if I want to win the race, I'm not going to come in with, too big of a head or not enough confidence, something like that. You got to approach the situation pretty level-headed.
I just want to move that closer to you. There you go.
Now that the regular rigors of cadet life are over with for now with you, how has that helped your training, or where is your training at getting ahead of the nationals?
I mean, I guess I just have more time to sleep, more time, I can sit around and not do as much anymore, but I got to think this is the same thing for a lot of the newly graduated second lieutenants. It hasn't really hit us yet, I don't think, and so.
As a runner, though, how much value is there in this time of year when you can recover properly?
There's a lot. I mean, anymore people people who are trying to cheat or get an advantage, they don't go for trying to get big. The name of the game is recovery and distance running, and you want to focus on that as much as you can. And so it's pretty helpful not to have to have a bunch of classes a day and military duties. I can just run, sit around, and just focus on running.
How difficult have these last 2 years been for you, trying to come back from your injury after the success you have? Has it been mentally tough more than physically tough? I mean,
I'd say it's more mentally tough than anything. I mean, physically when I'm strong and ready to go, that comes along. Confidence is there. It's hard, but one of the things the academy is really good is teaching you how to fail, and it takes a pretty special person to go through here and encounter no failure. And so going through the academy, and I went to the prep schools for the past 5 years, being placed in an environment where failure is such a big aspect of it. It's just another obstacle you have to overcome.
I'm just curious, have you ever run a mile just to see if you could?
I got to do one in indoors my sophomore year, but since then, junior year, my indoor season, I was pretty sick, and then I didn't have an indoor season this year. And my best time's about, I think it's like 4:05 or something. I don't know, but that was a couple of years ago. I'm pretty sure I can go faster.
Is there not a temptation to go out and see if you can?
I mean, yeah, there's a temptation, and after nationals, there's professional races I can get into, and there might be a couple miles I can go and do that. But hopefully I can get into the world-class athlete program, and I'll be able to have an indoor season next year, and get under the 4-minute barrier. But I mean, right now the focus is on getting to nationals and performing there.